Cue Dave and Ryan in 3, 2, 1.
It's Dave and Ryan's movie review.
Hey guys, Dave and Ryan here. This week for our redemption came off of my list, and sadly, it might have been the last time Alec Baldwin was trusted with a gun.
Wow.
The Shadow.
You just had to go there.
I did. 1994's The Shadow. This had an amazing cast in it, really. Alec Baldwin, Penelope Ann Miller, Ian McKellan is in this thing, Tim Curry, Peter Boyle, Jonathan Winters. I mean, there's a lot of people in this.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it did not do
They didn't help. They did not help it. The thing about it is, and we were talking about it, when it came out, it was like kind of in the same vein, in the same time frame as like, what was it? What did we decide? The Phantom and The Spirit. And they were trying to capture a little bit of magic from Batman.
Yeah, this was it the Val Kilmer Batman or?
I'm not 100% sure, but it deals with Lamont Cranston. That's who Alec Baldwin plays.
Yeah,
and it starts out really strange as he's like a drug lord in opium fields and poppy fields in like Tibet or that area, and he gets called and he gets summoned to this guy's palace. And he gets told that he is going to have to change his life, basically. And he is going to become what men fear the most. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
The Shadow knows.
The Shadow knows.
Yeah, so for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, this movie is based off of an old radio show.
Yes.
We actually play here at our station.
Yes, it plays on KOAL as when radio was. It's part of it. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but those were always my favorites too. The Shadow was always one of my favorites.
Yeah, and this was an attempt at transitioning from radio to video, and it just didn't work.
It just did not work. But anyway, he goes and he has to go back to New York City and try and save New York City.
This was set in the
40s.
40s.
Yeah, the 40s.
I was thinking 50s for some reason.
Yeah, but it's actually, some of the stuff in it's kind of cool, I guess. But it's just really hard to wrap your head around a lot of it. The action in it is okay. The fighting scenes are okay.
Yeah, when Alec goes into shadow mode,
yes,
he looks so weird. He's got, I swear, his nose grows.
It
bigger?
does. His face changes.
Yeah. Okay.
And he becomes someone else.
Yeah, he covers his face, so all you really see is like half of his nose and his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got that hat with is it the red stripe on it?
No, the scarf is red.
The scarf, that's right.
And he's got the red hat with the trench coat, the big capes, and the two pistolas.
So he looked like a giant flasher from the 40s.
He did, but yeah, he has the power to control men's minds. He can move quickly through situations, and all you will see is his shadow. That's kind of, I think, the one really cool thing about him and the character, the Shadow.
He was Batman before Batman.
But he is not impervious to injury or harm.
No.
If you can see where he's at, then he's in a lot of trouble, I guess.
Yeah, no one's gonna notice a shadow in a very well lit room.
Right, but there's
he is.
There's the one scene with Tim Curry where he has got him trapped in like this big water tank.
Yeah.
And he starts flooding it with water, and he can see where he's standing because there's just two, like where his legs are going into the water. So there is that going against him. But as I said, a great cast. And if probably would have been a little bit more successful, I think it may have gotten a sequel.
Maybe. I think they might, Hollywood and, studios, they can't come up with an original idea. This might be due for a reboot.
It might, and they might be able to do it and make it work. All right. So for me, I'm giving it probably 2 buckets. I'm sorry I put this one on our list. 2 out of 5 for me on this one for The Shadow. It's a fun movie to watch, I guess. There's just a lot of things that don't make sense. I told Ryan I started listening to a podcast about this, it's a great podcast called How Did This Get Made? Check it out because it's kind of funny with some of the stuff that they bring up in it. So, yeah, 2 out of 5. Solid 2 out of 5.
I'm going to have to give this one a 0.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. All that's there is the shadow of a bucket.
The Shadow of a Bucket.
This was a very bad movie. You know, I went and saw it in theaters because I'm an idiot and I was a little kid.
You didn't know any better.
Yeah, I didn't know any better. When I walked out of there, I was like, why?
What just happened?
Why did I go see this movie?
It happens to most of us.
And then, you know, and then we went and saw the Phantom, and I did the same thing. I was like, why did we go see this movie?
Yeah, if I had to put them up against each other, I'd say the Shadow is probably better than the Phantom.
I think they both knock each other out.
They're that bad.
It's a tie.
All right. So before we get out of here, once again, make sure you go like and subscribe. Go to our Facebook page, like us on there, and follow us on there. And then, of course, do the same thing on our YouTube channel, Dave and Ryan's Movie Review. We've got these kind of videos up. We've got redemptions. We've got segments from the show that are up. It's all organized and looks nice and neat and clean.
Yes.
Just for you. So check that
Organized.
out. Once again, it's Dave and Ryan's Movie Review on YouTube and again on Facebook. And until then, go see a movie.